I thought I was gone. I saw my whole life flash before me. Everybody became a suspect. I didn't even know who to turn to. See, in this life, guys, you just have to be very watchful, because how will you be a governor, a sitting governor in one of the biggest states in the country, and then you go to your party secretariat, because of course you are a party member, and then they offer you something to eat and you eat it, and then the next day, by midnight actually, your case became so critical they had to fly you out of the country, and then your intestines were gone, your liver gone, your kidney gone, just because you ate something among people you think are friends. Guys, we always hear this story. You go on social media, you see somebody say, oh, he was supposed to do this tomorrow, but he got poisoned and is dead. He was supposed to do this one happened, he was poisoned and is dead, she's dead. But I want to believe that not a lot of us would expect that a sitting governor would be, taken via poison. We've heard of General Sani Abacha, and they said that it was actually poisoned and all that. But this person is the former governor of Rivers State. Yes, Governor Wike. In a statement that he made just few hours ago, he expressed how 2018 December / January 1 of 2019, and when he was supposed to kickstart his campaign for re-election into the office again for second term in office, how he was poisoned at the Rivers State Secretariat, and how he had to keep it hush hush, because of course he started to suspect everybody. That is what we have. If you are wondering how this happened or what happened, stay tuned to this channel. Let me give you all the gist. But guys, please note that everything I'm going to be saying is basically a summary of what Governor Wike himself, His Excellency Governor Wike, mentioned, and what he said in his statement. It was even applauded, because he said that it took divine intervention, divine healing for him to actually be fine, because the doctors in Beirut, where they flew him to, yes, he was actually flown out of the country to Lebanon. That was where he was taken care of, because his situation was just so critical. They couldn't imagine taking him to a doctor here in Nigeria, so they flew him out of the country at 12 midnight, according to him. Just imagine being able to get that diplomacy that they can fly you out at 12 a.m. Twinkle of an eye, you are out of the country receiving the best care, because he said if not for that, his life would have been over. So apparently, this is what Governor Wike said. Let me just tell you what he said and who he suspects is doing him or did that to him. He said at the banquet, December banquet that they held, of course, in the state house that they held it, but the 2018 December banquet, that if people noticed, he didn't come downstairs, and that was supposed to be the send-off of his former chief of staff, but it couldn't, excuse me, it couldn't come downstairs to participate in the event. And the next day they had the January 1 event, but he also could not speak. That he attended that, but he could not speak. That his deputy governor was the one speaking on his behalf, because he was really going through it. And that by 12 a.m. situations got worse, that he had to fly him to Beirut in Lebanon. And it was when they got there, that when they even got there, the doctors were surprised. They didn't know what was wrong with him, and his liver and his kidney were failing, and it was just basically in an emergency. And so he said, fast forward to that, his intestines were black, and they discovered that he had ingested something poisonous. And he said, well, it can only point to the PDP secretariat, where he ate something before his health took a turn for the worse. And so they had to start doing emergency intervention on him, and try to just basically ensure that he's fine and everything works well for him. So they kept at it and kept doing it. And miraculously, though, it was healed in 1 week. That even the doctors were like, did you do something? Did you excuse me, guys, did you use something? Did you do something? How are you so healed quickly? You were poisoned. What is happening? But apparently miraculous. I mean, that actually garnered applause from members of the audience. They applauded when he said it was fine and that he came back January to Nigeria to resume his campaign officially for a second time. He was actually re-elected. His second term just ended, and he just handed over to a new governor in Rivers State. He even said his incumbent governor, his successor actually was in the know of the whole situation then, when he was poisoned. That he returned to Nigeria and started his campaign rigorously, but he ensured that he was not eating from anybody, that from the campaign ground straight to the car back to his house, that he didn't eat from anywhere. Even if you are the leader in the local government, whatever you want to offer him, he refused it because he started to suspect everybody, as you would of course imagine. Now this story and the recounting of his ordeal by Governor Wike has gathered a lot of reactions from Nigerians, as you would expect. Walaka says, you became alright after the doctor suspended you from taking 40-year-old whiskey for a week. No one poisoned you. Someone says, story that touches the heart. Omono now says, a liar has no memory. He has to keep making up new stories and forgetting the ones he has told us before. I come in peace. While Frida Daobi now says, Oga Wiki, go and rest, please. And a lot of persons are actually saying, what do you expect when you pump up your system with dangerous alcoholic drinks? And others are saying, see, just move, defect to APC in peace. All these ones you're trying to slander PDP just to make it so that when you eventually say you have defected to the opposing party, it's going to look like you did a good thing for yourself. Just defect already, nobody is going to destroy you. Says when you listen to the story, say the man now cruise. We say they fly and go Beirut for treatment after them poison them. Say liver and kidney stop to function, intestine black. After some days, everything disappear. People are just saying no one. Someone is actually saying no one that it looks emaciated, and a lot of persons. I'm just summarizing what the comments is looking like. People are saying go to APC and stop false accusation. Someone is even saying it's just giving channels TV content. Well, that's where we have it currently. Governor Wike has expressed his ordeal in the PDP state secretariat while he was a governor of Rivers State. I mean, I feel like this is just a note of warning to his successor to be very careful and wary over we associate with people in the state house. And the successor is also, I think, a PDP member. Anyways, I would love to hear from you in the comment section. Do you also share the opinion that he's doing too much at this point? And because in an interview he granted recently, when he was asked if he was considering taking a political position under the administration of President Ahmed Tinubu, he said he wants to go and rest. The president has not made any indications that he wants to give him an office, and he would really, really love to rest. But if they appoint him, of course, he's going to be honored to serve his people. But the people are saying, Shebi say you want to rest, so go and rest. Leave us alone. We are tired of hearing about you. As much as we support you, you need to stop talking too much. So I want to hear your opinion. What's your school of thought? Do you think he's talking too much and all of these things could have been kept to himself or reviewed earlier while he was in office? Or do you support him actually coming out to tell his own side of the story at this point? I would love to hear from you in the comment section. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I'm going to see you in the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and bye.